The kindergarten race is well underway. For Kristen Hart, the goal is Hunter, a public school for gifted children. Caleb is taking an IQ test today, the Stanford Binet. If he scores high enough, he'll be invited to Hunter's second round.
Pass her off.
Cross Madden.
Amina is one step ahead of Caleb. She's already taken the test, but her parents don't know her score yet.
So we're waiting for those results. And yeah, I've just kind of submitted myself to the process. I didn't go with her. Kamani took her, and he chose not to lean his ear up against the door.
But as Caleb takes the IQ test for Hunter, Kristen can't help eavesdropping.
So they did the vocabulary test, and now they're moving on, so I can hear every single thing. It was really, oh. I don't know, I think they're doing blocks or something. I'm trying not to listen, but it's impossible. If I go in the bathroom, I can hear everything, so I'm staying out of the bathroom. Okay, now go away. I'll be down in a while.
How's he doing?
I don't know. I think he was fine. You know, one of the words was like around. You know, when you go around something, but what does it mean? You know, you go around it, and I could just, it's like so abstract. I don't know. And then the next one was a lend, and there was just silence, like, I don't know.
While she waits for Amina's test score, Kira tries to figure out how her daughter did.
She said there were some blocks. She made a design. Night-night, sweets.
Good night.
The woman asked, what's your name? How do you spell your name? When's your birthday? And what's your favorite color? She said, oh, yeah, I made a mistake. Instead of saying A-M-I-N-A, I said A-N-I-N-A. And I was like, oh, no.
Caleb's just completed the IQ test, and Kristen's not sure how he's done.
The tester came out and he said, well, you have your hands full. With a very sweet smile, and I thought, I couldn't hide my sort of like sudden terror and fear. And then he said something like, well, I don't know what the score will be, but he's a very bright boy. Remember that. Poor kid has had 2 IQ tests in the last 2 months, and I think that's a little weird. And I'm again feeling like this is really evil, and children this young should not be subjected to this kind of scrutiny. Come on.
It gets crazy. I don't think there's really any bad side to looking at children's capabilities if the information is used in a wise way, a way to help a child adapt and succeed, get the good stuff in life. I think the kids take it really well. I think the parents are going nuts, but it's the name of the game, trying to get your child into school.
Mr. Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me.
Getting your kid into a gifted public is about brains and test scores. Getting into a private school is more complicated.
Some of the schools really just want the cream of the crop intellectually. Some of the schools are much more interested in behavior, so they really look at how the child behaves at their school, and then they come to the nursery schools to look at how the children behave in their own environment. And some schools are interested in the parents that they're going to be getting.
Barry and Stephanie are hoping they're the right kind of parents for Dalton, where they've just finished their interview. It's one of the hardest schools in the city to get into.
The first thing she asked was, do you have any questions about the school? And we kind of just looked at each other like idiots.
Well, I mean, here I'm sitting down.
Usually it doesn't start like that, and we were like caught off guard, I guess, right?
No.
She had her paper, and as we were talking, she was writing.
Which is distracting.
And so then it's like, and you're in this very small space, and she's kind of writing and not showing an expression in her face, and it's like, well, are we saying the right thing? Or
no, here was
the
first
thing?
question was, oh, what a dumb question.
I don't know. So,
Let's see.
Then it
Boy,
got...
are these people funky, man. Oh, my God. This process really should be much more fun than it is. It's dreaded, and it doesn't have to be, but we're in New York City, so this is life here.
Today, Caleb had a playdate at Collegiate, a top boys' school which sends many of its students to the Ivy League. And Kristen has the feeling that things haven't gone well.
But when I came to pick him up, he had like that look in his eyes where his pupils are the size of, like dimes. And he was just sitting in his chair, like, he was very happy. Well, too happy. So we'll see.
What can you do? These are things I can't control, right, Caleb? I got the results from the Stanford Binet yesterday.
Just a guess.
98.
That 98% means the door to Hunter is still open.
So now I'm like, well, who cares about these private schools? Because I want to go to Hunter. He's done a few of these visits at these schools. It's exhausting and nerve-wracking for everybody. And every single time he goes through a big upheaval. And now I have applied to 10 schools. We have to do this 10 times, and it's insane. And you know, he goes off, and I have no control over what's going to happen while he's in. And I sit in a room with all these New York City women and their nannies, you know. And, oh God.
Coming up, more schools, more interviews, more stress.
He's getting sicker and sicker. My son is completely aware of the pressure, and he's completely aware at this point that, like, his behavior is going to determine our future.